Welcome back to Alchemy Factory. My name is Nilaus, and today we're going to do a big mega project. So this is going to be exciting. We got a new space. It's fully customized. I've set it up so that we have money, fertilizer, and coke powder running around. So we got everything. And I built this little thing just for fun. It's something I'm going to leave a blueprint for. It took quite a while to tinker it. This is not what we're going to do. It's just a cute little thing. The cute little thing is that it's actually selling bandages, because I was kind of curious about this bandage contract that we got earlier, and I thought like, hey, why did I not get any other contracts? So I was like, maybe if I complete the contract I get some new ones, but so far I haven't gotten anything. This one is just going to make money. So it basically, all it does is it takes some fertilizer coming in, and the fertilizer will then be converted into gold there. And yeah, that will be, it's actually converted quite efficiently at this. It's actually getting quite a lot. We'll see at the end of the day how much we get. But what we're going to do today is going to do this one. There, the SATURN Megaproject. So in order to do that, we need 2 full belts. We're going to call them full belts because we really want to get this to 120. But we're going to say 2 full belts of salt, 2 full belts of bricks, 2 full belts of glass. Salt is easy, glass is easy, bricks are a nightmare. But all of it is sort of building upon what we've done before. So we're going to be taking back here when I said we're going to be using this module, which delivers 4 lanes of sand. Then that's going to be super useful. By the way, this one up here, our tower we built last time for filtering, I've decided that I want to output diamonds because I can always convert diamonds into perfect diamonds, but I can't convert perfect diamonds into something else. We do have enough money, so it's not really a big deal. What we're going to do, though, is we are going to start with the design. So let's look at our beautiful blueprints we got here. This is the crush and grind module. This is the one we're going to use. And I am missing some iron. I put in a lot of stuff here, up here just to get us started. So is it like this? Yes. That one goes backwards. And there's no 2 on that side, and there's 2 on the side. So this should be a good place to have it. There. Now, is it going to start up immediately? No, because these are not. It'll get in the coins, but not anything else. The reason why don't want to start it up is because I did some testing, and I have a silly amount of these that we need to go. But what is this going to do? This is going to make us 4 belts of 4 belts of sand, and we're gonna need sand in order to make the next part. Where you be at? You are here. That will be like that, and this one. These 2 have to be a little bit moved out. Might actually move it out here and take the other 2 and move it here. Good. And then we'll make the kilns on top. I'll be backwards, inwards. And each of these will now be making, oops, not that one, glass. So it takes 90 glass in, that's a full belt, and gets 15 out. So let's take the end of the day. That's a lot of things we're selling now. Plus this one, 84 silver from just from this one. That is very profitable. And nothing much is being bought, but we're making a good amount of money here. Right, so we're saying each of these will take a full belt. So I have 4 belts out that can go into 4 of these kilns. That will have to go sort of in here, around the bend and up. And around the bend and up. There. There, and the other ones will simply be here, there, and there. Oops, that's definitely not it. Yeah, and then we can make it a lot closer because of course we will. Get that out, and then we can shunt it closer. We are going to need some kind of fuel in here, so we're going to be taking this and these 2 in here. Definitely not. Somehow it really doesn't want to sit there. There you go. And that will be Is this the right location? Yes, it is. So we'll get that from that one, and then we'll bring it in on this belt. Do I want to bring it in now? No. But let's bring it... there. Bring it out here. And then we need the output. That's going to be... that'll be just up to this one. And that will go out that way. Good. So this is going to be 1. And I wanted 2 full belts. So this is going to be 15 each here. Each one is different 15. So that's 1/6 of a belt. So we're going to be making 3 of these ones. So we get 12 lanes out. 12 lanes out gives us 12 times. This is 1/6 of a belt. So that's 2 full belts. So without further ado, we can basically just copy this one 2 more times. It's going to take a little bit of running back and forth, but let's just do that. So here we have the glass build, and I have now tripled it. What we have is coming out here, and each of these are taking in a full belt and producing a 1/6 of a belt. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is 1 belt, and 6 over here is 1 belt. So 2 full belts of glass coming in. That's going in here. And the next one we're going to be looking at is 2 full belts of bricks coming out. Bricks is a lot more difficult. We're going to start by looking at the bricks. It takes, it gets out a 1/4 of a belt. So we need 4 of these, and they need each a full belt. So that's 4 full belts, which is just so happens to be exactly what I have over here from this build. So that's convenient. Then I need charcoal powder, which is going to be the next thing we want to build. We're going to need 2 full belts of charcoal powder to come in. For the charcoal powder, it's important that we do not have it self-fuel, because if I self-fuel it, then it is losing, some of the fuel value. And I need 2 full belts. I can't have 2 full belts minus a little bit that's used for fueling, because I won't be just a little bit. It'll be actually a significant amount. What we will do is we're going to take this one out at ground level, and then we're going to be taking the next one out at level 1 up. Yeah. And they will go in here. So this will be the outputs. They will be going, let's just articulate them like this. There. So that's visible for what we do. Now let's do the charcoal. And I could get the fuel in here, actually. Let me consider that as an option. What we do want to do is we want to make sure that it is... I think like this. Yes. So we start by getting the fuel in here. That's going to be the fuel. And then here. What we will do is we will be using the stackable crucibles. And they will be going 1 and 2. And then we're going to be getting the inbounds. We will get that from here. Like that. Going in. Then out here... let's just build like this. We are going to get this burnt, because first it becomes wood into charcoal, charcoal into ground charcoal, and then it's actually on the middle 2 lanes where this is going to be put out for 45, and then I will be baking a line like this, which means I can now take my table saw, and we have another day has passed. Let's see how much we do from the bandage build. This bandage build is of course available to patron supporters. You can just download the blueprint if you are a supporter. 84 per day seems like a really nice amount of silver just to get for a little bit of a little cost of fertilizer. So this is going to go in here. The table saw, which contrary to its name does need to be put on a table. I think that's a convenient way to just guide us to get use built on tables, which is not a good idea. So let's try it. Do we have anything in here? No, we do not. This one, we can take one of these and put it in here. And I will also get you into just a little bit of fuel. So let's see how it works. It produces at 45. Each of these should be able to work at 25.5, 22.5. And this one is also 22.5. Yes. So we get a full 45 per minute outbound. And we're going to be copying this one. This copy is easy. That's going to be copy and just place it here. But I now need to make it mirrored on the other side. Otherwise I go crazy if I don't mirror it. And now it's also mirrored. So now we need to figure out a way to get this through. We need this built here. So I'm going to try to build it this close. Yeah. So this will go in straight in. That's fine. The next one will be going here. And that will go, I suppose that's easier. And we're going to get these here. So there, that's the easy part. The next part that's not so easy is we also want to get the new stuff we're making, which is already at an elevation. So we're going to build that from here, and here, and here, and that will be coming out from here. Yes. There. And now this needs to go into multiple locations. That's not actually that bad. Here, here, and here. There, we just need to bring it out to the side. That means build like this, and then this and this. Good. Let's get here. Good. That should get us all we need. And it looks good. The one thing we don't have yet is the input of the fuel, which will also be a challenge. But I'm going to bring it in here. There. This will be actually wooden logs on a belt. Not actually anything else, but wooden logs on a belt. We'll go out here. This needs to move. But you're not done. This is the only clay. We also need to make it into the next part. That will be getting into the, not clay bricks, but just, we can also move it closer. So let's actually try figuring out how much closer we can make it. We still have the challenge here of figuring out how we're going to do the fueling, because I could take the fuel here, and then I could definitely not bring it through this line. There's no good space, right? There is no good space. Tell me there's not that line be through here, right? Is there a line through here? There is a line through here. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's crazy. But I don't think I want to do that. But there is a line. We can also just make a line out here. So we could, for example, say this would be the identifier for where we put in the fuel belt. There. And there. Good. So now we can consolidate these a little bit more. I think the outer ones need to go out. Okay, so let's make it closer. I've decided to build it like this, where I get the fuel coming in from this line, because otherwise it would sort of rely on something else. And I really want it to be sort of self-contained, so you can build it if you want to make clay bricks somewhere in large quantity. Maybe you want to do it for some other reason. So it doesn't rely on something coming in from the side. So let's make it like this so it's more generic. This space in between is a little problematic, but it is unfortunately how it has to be. And I can show you why. Because we also want to make sure that we get in here. We actually get the wood in here. That means we need to get some fuel in on this belt, which honestly is kind of a nightmare. So it has to be coming up from here, off the top. That one. And then it goes from the other side, because I can easily take this here and then bring it one level up, which I am then going to do. And then we'll go in here. I am not going to set it up yet, because we have a silly amount of... actually, I will do this. Oh, right, that's the portal. That doesn't need to be here. I'll just go this one in here. Good. So this will now be making... If we work correctly, it should be getting the bricks out. And let's see. So this will now go over here. What do we want to do? We want to... Let's drag it this way, because I will have coal on the other side here. The coal will come in here, coke, because I need it. So we're going to get somewhat the same build as this. Here. Oh. Actually, I want that one. And that will go... I can make it really close, can I? 1. Let's switch this one from glass to bricks, which will be at the same speed. So I still need 6 of these. 2 and 3. I kind of want it like this, and then 2 more. Now we need more stone. So this is how we're going to start it. We're going to get the fuel coming in here and going in and feeding all these. That should be easy. Then let's get the next one, which will be our inbound here. And I will also get... Yeah, and you're going to go over. And this will be inbound of the clay bricks done. Now only need the outbounds. The outbounds should be, I would say, pretty straightforward. Let's build it like this. This is one outbound. The other outbound will be on this side. And that will go here. Then we need to, okay, it could go a little bit further. Go over, and then it will also go down. Yeah, and this one goes down. And that will be my full belt out once I get this going. That should be the whole thing working. Wow. Does it work though? I have no idea. But we do have a lot of ingredients here to test it with. So let's test. I have way too much in my inventory, so I need to ditch a little bit of this. Okay. Don't want all that stuff in my inventory. I do want, however, to be able to... No, I don't need to feed all of this. This doesn't need to be pre-fed, but I can definitely start by doing this. Good. Then let's start by getting the wood going, or the stone. The wood is here. Let's get the wood going here, and that one as well. And we can just fill this up. And then we'll fix whatever mistakes that come up. This will obviously come in from here, but I'm not going to do that yet. Oh, I also need to get this line in going as well before we actually start testing. All right, so let's start filling in the wood, the stone up here. We're just gonna fill it all the way up. Only 2, so that's out. This one's out, and get some more. 16. A little bit more, just to keep it going, and that will be. Was also over on this side. There was also someone missing. What? Okay. And on this side was something, or did I just hit it through? There. Okay. Excellent. So we're not really, this is because this is not set to the stone yet, but if it is, then it's good. Let's have a look and see if it works. I kind of want to take it into a box just to see that it actually does something. This is still slowly filling up, so we can feed these a little bit more just to get it, since we have this going. Right. Is it working? Yeah, I think so. There's definitely something coming in here. These 2 belts look full. This is just for fueling, so that should be fine. These are chugging along. They're all spinning, so that means they're all working. I mean, there's going to be something wrong somewhere. Or maybe not. Maybe not indeed. And then we get the full belt in here. It might not be full yet, because there might be something that doesn't have fuel. It does have a little bit of fuel, or soon. Say this one's not working, so yeah. So we just need to keep the fuel going. It will need to go a long way, but that's why we want to get started here. So this is going to be our stone brick production, which will give us 1 full belt, and we just need to double it. Okay. That is now 4 of the belts inbound, and the last thing we need is 2 belts of salt inbound. So each of these belts of salt, we have to actually look at what the salt thing does. We'll take you. No, that's actually not it. Let's actually go. Yeah, no, we can see it here. This is actually much better. This gets us 1 every 6 seconds, but it doesn't really give us much. It's difficult to see. It's much better to see it here. 15 per minute, so that's 1/6 of a full belt. So I would need 6 of these for a full belt, and I would need 12 of those for 2 full belts. And that means since a build such as this one will output 4 full belts, here's the problem. This will actually also include the grinding part, but since I don't want the grinding part, I don't need that level. So it can be built different. So it's basically going to be this one, except I don't want the grinding at the bottom. Okay, well it's going to look the same, but a little bit smaller. All right, so I think it's done. It took a little bit longer because it actually took a while to design this. So I had to design it almost the same, but a little bit different. So these ones, very importantly, they have to be taking up rock salt, which will be ridiculously expensive. So, well, don't worry, we'll be making money on this. So what we'll get out now is a complete and utter mix of everything here, which is going to be challenging. So what we need to do is we need to do filter and service. Why did I actually start it up before I did this? I don't know. Let's see. This one is a filter splitter. Yes. So we're going to be taking these things as filter splitters. Actually, let's do one and then configure it. Let's see. I want to get... I don't know which one comes in the top. I think I want... I think it doesn't really matter which one I get on top or the bottom. Let's just say, what is sand then? That one's not getting any sand. Okay, so sand means that it goes on the yellow one. So sand goes up top. I guess we'll... No. The sand is going to be much more troublesome than this, so we're going to be changing it actually. So here I will actually have this being the salt going up top. That's the salt. Good. So paste, paste, paste. That means it goes on the top. I am still going to take... We'll get 2 lanes out here. That actually means, if we think about it, this here... Oh, we can definitely do some silly things here. There. I'm going to get this one out here. I'm going to get you out here. Oh, don't do that. And they need to go out on a belt. You and you. So, this needs to go that way. And that way. That means we're now ready to actually put it in. We have all 4 things. Since we have 3 on this side and 3 on this side, and this one has 6, then I am actually going to take this build and build it right there. Then I'm going to be putting a little bit of a box in before each of them to have their own internal buffer. Then on the outside, we are going to go have a buffer. I actually want to move it because I want to have my cannon standing like this. And I need to be able to get it into somewhere that can actually catch the cannon shot, which might very well be right there. Would be a great place to have it. And that would then cannon it onwards. Perfect. That's what we're going to aim for. So if we can get it from here to this one, it can, if we just remove the tiles. It's not going to shoot often, but it will shoot importantly. This will be our primary moneymaker for a long time. That means this thing here. We certainly don't want to have additional belt storage for this belt. So it goes out here, either goes into a storage box or goes into this one, which will be sent out, sent back to the home base, and we will patch the roof. There we go. Right, so now all I need to do is just bring stuff in. Why did you not actually go? Oops. Did I forget to do a test on this? I guess I did. It was because the bricks were the most complicated. I counted on being able to do all the other ones. There we go. We're still gonna have to fix this. So I get 2 times 120. Each of these should get 60. No, not 60. 45. Into a refiner. So how many refiners? This is basically about how many refiners I need. I think the answer is that I want to have 1, 2, there. And then this one goes into another refiner. Like this. And then we have to remember over here how many steps. It is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 steps. And then it goes out to the fully. So we have to do, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. And then this one should be the fully refined. Great. Let's give that a shot and see if we can get that out. You're going to go in here and you're going to go straight in. And there is definitely something down here that isn't visible. Take that out. Let's send. Ah, that sucks. Then the whole thing here has to be moved a little bit. Maybe I just do there. There we go. And that goes out. And you go in. And does it work? Why does it not work? I guess, okay, so it was just stalling a little bit. Now it is moving again. Very important. This is, I didn't pick up any sand, did I? No, apparently not. No sand was picked up during the making of this. Well, there was a little bit of base sand here. Right, so that will also be doing this one. This one can just be here, but I will eventually need to drag it over to the other one or just shoot it over. Let's get the other ones automated. This is waiting for something, and you're absolutely waiting for that to come in. And then I will be getting, this one just needs to be stone, and I don't have any more stone that I need to protect. That one, and oh man, what could possibly go wrong? Please don't make a mistake. This is stone into sand, yes. And I know that you might be saying like, hey, wait a minute, you could have used the sand you're now throwing away to put it in here. Yeah, I could, but I also think that this is honestly just a I don't mind having a little bit of sand turn into diamonds. It's not really going to be a problematic issue for us. These will need, so I'll just accept that. We'll do that a little bit here. This is going to be hooked up, and this one will be hooked up. Which, yep. And then, funny enough, I'm actually going to be having issues with hooking them up in here. Or am I? I can hook them up from the side. This will be stone as well. And also stone. Go on the other side of the other brick build. This is the other brick build. This is here. It's also stone. And stone. And if I turn around, it should be salt. Yes. Yes. Good. Now everything should be working. Unfortunately, the glass is coming in a little bit later than the other things. And I thought I had an extra one of these coal ones. Nope, I guess not. So these ones can also be activated into coal. So we've actually, all of the stockpile has actually finally been used. And they are now automated as well. This next cycle here is going to be crazy expensive because we are just buying so much, particularly the salt, but also the coal here, but also just a lot of stone. So this will get going. It'll be costing us a lot of money. But the great news is every 0.3 minutes, this will complete in 0.3 minutes. I have no clue what that is. No clue at all. But the good news is it will get done. So the way it works, we just get a little percentage here and there, and let's wait. All right, we have some built here. This is 88%, but I also have another one. Let's actually test it. I'm going to put it down here and then send it out. I do want them also to be put into a box. like this, but let's see. That's going forward. There we go. Shooting. It shoots into this one. Come on, shoot. It always takes longer than it should. Did that get stuck? Maybe it did get stuck. Oh dear. Well, somewhere it's lost. I'm gonna need to find out where that got lost at. This? Oh, right. This one is not set. Ah, that was kind of intended so I could see it. So this one shoots in here, and now I have a filter. It prioritizes going on the catapult and bouncing over on that one. So now that's for sale, that Saturn. However, there could be another one, and if they fill up over here, so that this one is completely full, which is actually would be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's way too many. Then I actually guide it over here. So I'm going to do a little bit of a different build for this one. But the idea is the same. Like it wants to shoot over to this one. But then once this one is stacked up to 3, then it'll actually send anything else over to this location. So that would be our hope. We should get another one. Like there really should be another one inbound. Because it was at 86% before. So let's go back and see if it comes in. We should be meeting it on the way. Yeah, there we go. Wasn't it? Was there something? I thought I saw something. No. Well, you're definitely... Oh, right. I know why. I know why. It's because it's in here. Yep. Well, that's fine. We'll take this. We can also go and do a bulk quest or for any of this, like these quests. Sample quest. Hey, we got a new sample quest from completing the other ones. This one would be some salt and some copper bearings. I like that. Let's do some salt and copper bearings. Yeah, the cost today is pretty insane. 873 silver was spent. And plus 500,000. So we are ruined unless we start selling stuff. So that is... I wonder if the quest got... Yeah, it got rid of it. Okay, so we need one of this. This is a huge bulk order, but it gives us 5 gold for this. That's something we want to do. Definitely build another Saturn here for a bulk order. And then another Jupiter. That should be a pretty good location to end this one in. We are going to complete this quest and get our first gold coins. And now we are rich again. This one has drained a little bit. We're actually still pretty decently. Yeah, we're okay on money. I'm gonna put my first gold coins in here. That's gonna be lovely, and then we can start seeing it. And didn't I have one? I don't know. It's already been sold probably. So we are making money now. And by having this, it's going to go really quickly. And what I really wanted to do was actually get extra points here. I wanted to show that so that we could get... We need 1, 2, 3, 4 points to really get a good improvement. But we'll get that once we set one of the... Just a single one of the new ones, the Saturn's ones. Saturn? Yeah, the new Saturn ones. They'll be sent in here will get us a lot of points. Anyway, that's going to be for the next episodes. I will see you guys then. Remember, the blueprints are, of course, available. The ones in this episode will be the new build for the bricks and the this one, which is a bonus thing, the bandage contract, which is really neat build, by the way. The other ones are also pretty neat, but I'm not going to take the whole thing because you're going to be built on sort of modules. Yeah. Let me know what you think, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next episode. Until then, take care and stay effective.